Hey, what's up? Mr. G here, and I'm going to teach you guys something a little different today. Not math related, so if you're just here for the math, don't worry about watching this. This is more about adulting. It fits in with my social studies curriculum. So in my social studies classes, I always start my first 5 or 10 minutes talking about a real world problem or question that students have. So today I'm going to talk about my budget and what I pay for and how much things cost and all that stuff. So if this is something that you're interested in, or if you just want to creep and find out how much I pay for things, this is the video for you. As you're watching this, I'd like you to think about and post down below in the comments, what is something that you feel that you can't live without, that you have to pay for? Okay, so what's something that you just need on your budget that you'd have to pay for, and maybe look up how much that would cost you to do or have in your life every month. That would be awesome to hear. Quick disclaimer, I had to walk around with my baby the whole video because my wife was out, so sorry if that's a little disorientating. What's that? All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is mortgage and what it costs to own a house. So my wife and I bought this house like 3 years ago, and we paid $419,000 for this house. Woo, that's a big number. That comes to $1,500 per month. We actually pay it bi-weekly, but I'm going to break down our budget per month. Now, when you're owning a house, you also have to pay taxes. So we live in a city, so the taxes are higher because there are more services there. So we pay $300 per month in taxes. And by the way, I'm just rounding the figures to make the numbers a little easier, but they're basically within like $5 or so. Yeah, rounding. Oh, gross. It is super important that you have insurance on it. So we have house insurance in case something ever happened to our place, and we pay $120 a month for insurance. So if our house burnt down and we didn't have insurance, basically I'd be out $420,000, which I currently don't have. So obviously to live in a house, you have to pay for things, and we call these things utilities, which basically sums up gas and water. So in the summertime, we use more water because we are trying to dilute my dog's pee and make our grass look good. In the winter, we are burning fuel, burning gas, so our gas bill is astronomically higher than it is in the summer because we are heating our house. So we pay on average in a year about $150 per month. We also pay power, which is another utility, and we pay about $80 a month on average for power, obviously because the amount of video games that someone in the house plays. Oh, one other thing that I pay for, and my wife pays for as well, but I'm just doing a breakdown for me, is life insurance. So my life insurance costs me $70 per month. Now you do not need this, and a lot of workplaces actually have life insurance, but we wanted to make sure that our daughter is set up well just in case one of us passes. So if I died, then basically my wife would get $500,000 for her to blow on whatever she wants. But basically, obviously we owe a lot of money on our house and things like that. So it would help pay for that. And don't worry, we'll be okay. Yeah, we'll still have more money for toys for you. Life insurance, we feel, is an important thing to have just in case something happened. Then we know that our family still is covered and not scrambling. My car costs me about $100 a month. It's pretty good on gas for fuel, and I live pretty close to where I work. So it's pretty inexpensive for me, and I know some people probably have much higher car bills for fuel. But yeah, I pay about $50 every 2 weeks. I fill my car up once every 2 weeks. It's pretty awesome. So insurance on my car costs me $115 per month. So we're spending over $1,000 a year just on the car insurance, which you do need to purchase. And the better you are at driving and the better your record is, the cheaper the insurance actually is. So that's actually a pretty good thing to know. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is food. And what I did is I went and found some studies online, and I looked at my Costco bills and tried to figure out what I roughly spend. And I came to $260 per month just for myself for eating food. I have a few other things that I feel are necessary to have, and one of those things is the internet. So we spend $85 per month to have the internet. What's wrong? Okay, she's good now. I'll keep moving. Okay, you're okay. If we didn't have the internet, it would just feel really weird, honestly. Like sounds pathetic, but I wouldn't know what to do with myself. We currently have Netflix and Disney Plus, which we share with my family, and we average that out to have both of those streaming services, and it only costs us $10 per month to have Netflix and Disney Plus. Add those together with everyone that we share, and we're pretty much set up. That's really cheap. We don't own cable, so we do save a lot of money in that. Cable is quite expensive at the moment, or satellite dish. I know, it's so bad. I spend $85 a month for my phone, and I get 6 gigabytes of data. All right, so I added the total up, and if you're following along, the total came to $2,950 per month. Basically $3,000 to live. That doesn't even include clothing or buying clothes for myself. So that's really expensive to live. And I know that not everyone's budget's going to be the same, but what's the point in doing this? Well, obviously this shows you how much it's going to possibly cost for you guys to be adults. Or maybe you are an adult right now and you're watching this video, and it'll give you some sense on how much can I spend? What kind of job do I want to get so I can have a certain lifestyle? Do I want to own a house? Maybe you're watching this video and you're like, hey, I don't ever want to own a house, or I don't ever want to own a car. I hope that this inspires you to start thinking about your future careers, or thinking about a career change, or thinking about, hey, what do I want to do with my life? And how much money could this potentially make for me? And oh, hey, I want some of these things that I have. Maybe you want to have a house and some of these things as well. Well, if you want some of these things, I strongly encourage you to look at the career path that you possibly want and find out if you can afford to live the lifestyle that you want to live. And if you can't, well then cut some of those things out in your budget. Maybe cut the house out, or buy a smaller house, or buy a condo, or buy a bicycle that's awesome, or public transportation so you don't have to own a car, whatever it might be. Or maybe you want more than what I have. So, well, don't be a teacher. Become a YouTube star. That's where the money is. Well, do something that obviously you're going to be happy with and is going to kind of check off things in your life that you want for yourself and you want for your family. Obviously, we have 2 incomes in our house, so that helps out pay for these bills. But $3,000 just for what I would consider basic necessities in the era of time that we live in is quite a bit of money. That's almost my paycheck for teaching, to be honest. So I hope that this helped you guys. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I also would like to hear a comment on what is something that you guys feel like you can't live without, that you just need to put in your budget for every month. I'd say for me, my big one would be my cell phone or my internet, and then probably something else would be like Dairy Queen ice cream. But anyways, that's the video for today, and until next time.